Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me right now? Sorry. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what happened. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm here. I'm here. Right, but how can I wasn't even playing it at that point. Isn't that weird? That makes me sick. Okay, so let me see because this is okay. I got a warning. Okay, review. It's just a warning. Okay. Jesus. I mean, I just was reading it at that point. Can you not do that? It said third-party video. You got pushed to the Boon Live and then came back here? Isn't it third-party? Let me see. It says, we detected third-party content in your live stream that was not corrected, followed repeated warnings of possible abuse. You may have not have intended to include this content, but live streams should be actively monitored by the channel owner, and any potential issues should be corrected in a timely manner. If you regularly stream content that includes third-party material or plan to do so in the future, you may wish to reach out to the rights holder to get a loud list from Content ID. Oh. These features are available to partners who use YouTube Studio Content Manager. Contact your YouTube partner manager to get access. Oh, you know why this happens? Because channels like Peacock and A&E and stuff like that, they're on a list. Okay. Well, that's not cool. Yeah, I'm not going to risk it. No, Rocco, it doesn't matter. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you play something for too long and it's from one of those big corporations, they're automatically in the YouTube, like, system, if that makes sense. Like, they're already, like, you can get into a loud list. Like, let's say I'm A&E. Let's say I'm A&E and I don't want anybody to use my stuff. So it's automatically detecting it just because it's being played. So it gives me the option in here to write to them and say like, hey, I was using it for this purpose, for like a discussion or education or, whatever. You can explain yourself. But you have to wait like 30 days for them to respond. And it's a whole thing. So that always happens to me with Annie. It happened to me the other day when we did Menendez, and we played, I don't know, it was like short clips too of A&E. It wasn't like we streamed. This one was longer than what we streamed the other night. But see how I put my own music? That stupid do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. That was my music. So I did that like over their thing. So if somebody like has a serious copyright, like a company that can afford to sue you, putting fair use on your screen or throwing some music does not protect you. You don't need a lawsuit, no. It's Peacock. It's like cable. We can go watch it in Discord. We can go watch it in Discord. But you know what? We can share. I have some things that I can show you guys. It wasn't all going to be that video. I just wanted you guys to hear his story, but we can read it instead. which we should have done anyway, but I was like, I thought with pausing it and doing commentary, we'd be all right, but apparently it wasn't. So let me pull up. I've got a couple articles here, and I got a subscription to newspapers.com. That's how obsessed I am, because I wanted to see if there were new if there were any articles I could find, and I did. I looked for articles and I found them. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Sorry, this is going a little different direction than I planned on. But newspapers.com is a pretty cool subscription. I started getting crazy with my searches, like just searching anything and everything. Okay, so here it is. Dun, 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 dun. So what I did yesterday was I put like José Menendez and Menudo. This wait, did I not upgrade to a publisher extra subscription? Oh, y'all, I can't. Wah, 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 wah. I'm not having a good evening. Okay, so let's do this. I want to read you guys Roy Rosselló's story, because this is the deal. Roy Rosselló, the member of Menudo, is part of this whole appeal, if you will, or release, if you will, of the Menendez brothers. He's part of it. Let's go to this one. All right, this is okay. This is from the Peacock. Peacock. Can you guys still hear me? What happened now? Okay. Right, this is part of the new... Sorry, this is a clusterfuck tonight. I'm sorry.
Jennifer loves horses.
Okay, so this guy is Roy Rosselló. I've got to close these windows. All right, here we go. Former Menudo member Roy Rosselló alleges that he was raped by the father of the Menendez brothers, José Menendez. This came out in April of 2023. They have, oh my gosh, the makeup on these kids. Look at the makeup on that kid. Oh, and by the way, on the left, that's baby Lyle. I should have explained that. That's baby Lyle on the bar. Here, let's go like this. So you can get the full effect. That's José Menendez and his baby. Kind of reminds you of the treadmill dad.
I think you've got a Ouija board down your pants. You're going to pull that out.
Lucindy, welcome to the Clicker Crew. Thank you for joining tonight. When life gives you lemons, put them in your bra. Yeah, so let's start over. This is a do-over. Do-over. We got spanked by YouTube tonight, so we're rolling with it. We're rolling with it. Look at the makeup on that child. I mean, that is just... I know it was a different time then, but ye gods. All right, here we go. Oh, that's baby Eric. I thought that was baby Lyle. My bad. That's actually baby Erik. Okay, here we go. 3 decades ago, the infamous trial of Lyle and Erik Menendez riled the nation as people watched the brothers plead their case against the murder of their parents, José and Kitty Menendez. We know all that. In 1996, the Menendez brothers were sentenced to life in prison. Throughout their trial, the defense argued Lyle and Erik murdered their parents out of fear after years of sexual molestation by their music executive father, José. Now, decades later, another allegation has been brought forth, this time by Rosselló, a former member of the Puerto Rican boy band sensation Menudo, who says he was sexually assaulted as a teen by José Menendez. The Today Show aired these allegations during an exclusive first look at the upcoming 3-part Peacock series, Menendez plus Menudo, Boys Betrayed. So that's what we were attempting to watch, was Peacock Menendez plus Menudo, Boys Betrayed. I did. Nope, not today. Do you believe him, though? In a clip from the Today segment, Rosselló alleges that when he was 14, José Menendez drugged and raped him during a trip to the Menendez family's New Jersey home. Rosselló points to a photo of José during the clip and says, quote, "That's the man here that raped me. That's the pedophile." End quote. José Menendez was head of RCA Records during the time the alleged assault took place. The docuseries is based on the reporting journalists Robert Rand and Neri Clan and tells Rosselló's story of alleged abuse by not only José, but another manager of Menudo. Members of Menudo have previously voiced allegations that they were abused, while a part of the band revealed in their HBO Max docuseries, Menudo Forever Young. This new information from Rosselló has the potential to bring a new light to the Menendez brothers, who were cast off as money-hungry, cold-blooded killers during their trial, as a response to Lyle and Erik's lavish spending spree following their parents' murders. This is a testimony that Erik and Lyle needed when they were sentenced to life. I don't even want to play the trailer. This series is directed by Esther Rise. So that came out last May. But this guy's testimony into this is part of what's going to go along with Erik's letter, right? So check this out. Wait, hold on. Let me find it. I think we have parts of Erik's letter. Welcome in, everybody. If you could hit that like button. Here it is in the U.S. Sun, I believe. Yep, here it is. I found it. Let's take a look at this. So the first thing, I guess, is, and there's Menudo on the left in the slideshow on the bed, put on display on a bed. For what reason? I don't know. With a tub next to him. I mean, it's just, the exploitation is so obvious. It's amazing that this, like, literally slipped under the cracks and no one said shit, you know? It says, bombshell letter written by Erik Menendez could see brothers released from jail after 35 years despite murdering parents. Erik had previously opened up about how he felt when he was arrested. Erik Menendez said he lived in constant fear of his father coming into his bedroom at night in a handwritten letter that could set him free and his brother free. He reportedly sent this note to his cousin, Andy Cano, 8 months before José and Kitty Menendez were killed as they watched TV in their plush Beverly Hills mansion in 1989. This is Lyle and Erik in their 1990 trial. Here's the letter. If he wanted to go, he could go alone. I just don't know why she wants to hurt him like that. Lyle wanted to stay, but Dad wouldn't let him. So now I'm stuck here alone, and I've been trying to avoid Dad. It's still happening, Andy, but it's worse for me now. I can't explain it. He is so overweight that I can't stand to see him. I never know when it's going to happen, and it's driving me crazy. Every night I stay up thinking he might come in. I need to put it out of my mind. I know what you said before, but I'm afraid. You just don't know Dad like I do. He's crazy. He's warned me 100 times about telling anyone, especially Lyle. Am I a serious wimpus? I don't know I'll make it through this. I can't handle it, Andy. I need to stop thinking about it. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of that? This was 8 months before the murders. And I can't help but think, of like Madeline Soto. Let me ask you a question. If Erik was Erica, and I know we're off the Menudo thing, but I mean, we don't really know the ins and outs of it. We just know that Roy Rosselló said that José Menendez would drug and grape him. But if Erik was Erica, Andy was his cousin. Andy took his life because he felt guilty. So this was 8 months before. And then in August, right, like within days of the murders, Erik found out. His dad said, nope, you're not going to live in the dorms. You're going to live at home and go to school from home. And that was when he told his brother. But the brothers never communicated the abuse prior to that. The only time they communicated with each other was within, I think, 2 days before the murders. And abusers don't have just one victim. Yeah. So then the Menudo guy comes out. Green-eyed PI. Why were there naked photos? Thank you for your super chat. Why were there naked photos of them too? Right. Thank you so much, Miss Margaret, for your super sticker. Yeah, I mean, it was a totally different time, but 35 years, I mean, it's been more than my lifetime. It's just crazy to me. Amy says, I think this is another example of those that have power and money doing whatever they want and zero repercussions. Andy is their cousin. Right. So Lyle was so the firstborn, Lyle, was abused until the age of 8 when he told a family member told his mom, and it stopped. And then he moved over to start doing it to Erik. But they never spoke about it. You got it all wrong. It's the other way around. If it was Erica, nobody would give a shit. Nobody's trying to get Eileen, Susan, Jody, or Betty out. Okay, well, Susan killed her children. Different kind of case. Eileen's dead. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about Jody and Betty. I think they have mental issues. These boys have been upstanding citizens for 35 years, never got in trouble. Killing time. Hey, no. I'm not. The storm's not hitting till Wednesday, killing time. But thank you for asking. We're leaving Tuesday. We have to get packed up. I mean, what do? You're sitting here with everything that is important to you, waiting to pack it into a car, and you can't pack it into the car until you're ready to go to the hotel. So what do? You sit here with your stuff and then you have to unplug it all at the last minute, pack it at the last minute, and then get gone. I mean, you're literally sitting on the edge of your seat until it's time to go. And it's just, this is a great distraction for me. Exactly, Lindsay. Let's not also, she says the photo thing really irks me because not many people know that Jose really got his start, made his millions by cornering the home video market, which we all let our minds run with that. Well, in prison. No, they're not violent. Like, I don't think they pose a harm to the public. Like, they're not wild killers that are going to run around killing people, I don't think. The only thing that I think that they may pose a threat to is like maybe, you know, SA, you know. But hell, that's not predictable by anyone. So oh, I don't doubt that Travis Alexander was a deviant too. I've never watched that trial. I can't really speak on it. But it's got the Mormon factor. Just remember that. It's got the Mormon factor. Back then, if it was Erica, it would have been way different. Hell yeah, it would have. I agree. No one was around them. So that's what their neighbor said. It was really interesting that their family was airtight. No, Lindsay, it made sense. Be careful. Hey, Shell. I mean, Gypsy Rose is out. Exactly. So, yeah, another thing at the very beginning, right? They thought it could be a mob hit or a porn executive that had a bone to pick with Jose. Now, why would a porn exec have some kind of bone, if you will? That was their wording, not mine. Some kind of bone to pick with Jose. Right? Think Diddy. Think what we've found out. The moms didn't do anything. The mom was like Jen Soto. The mom didn't do ish, right? The mom got drunk, acted like it didn't happen, turned up the TV so she couldn't hear the crying. That's what the mom did. And I think that's absolutely shameful. And I don't promote, the unaliving, but damn. Hold on, I'm looking for something. Do you guys think that they will get out, though, based on this? Hi, Summer. The Menendez brothers were convicted of killing their parents after 2 trials. I was wrong when I said 3 earlier, but have always claimed they acted in self-defense. Erik's note was among the evidence uncovered in the decades following the brothers' convictions in 96. In the note, Erik told Cano, who testified in the brothers' first murder trial, that he had tried to avoid his father. It's still happening, Andy. Oh, maybe we can see that. I need to put it out of my mind. In the note, Erik described his dad as crazy and asked himself if he was a wimpus. Yeah, we just read that. What? Officials are also investigating claims made by the former Menudo band star, Roy Rosselló. Sex beast dad held knife to our throats, say Menendez brothers as they defend their killing spree. Rosselló claimed that José Menendez essayed him at the age of 14. He claimed that he was drugged during a visit to Menendez's home in New Jersey. Rosselló delved into the allegations in an interview that was used in the docuseries Menendez plus Menudo, which got me in trouble tonight. Rosselló says, I know what he did to me in his house. And then that's the letter. You guys take a look at that. I will be right back. I've got to check something. When you get a notification on your phone from FEMA, get in your chair, Summer. Okay. This is
You don't hold a
Mary Thomas, thank you for being here. This is a wild stream tonight. I feel so unorganized. The whole thing about being overweight made me want to throw up. And you know what? That's kind of what made me believe it. Were like details like that. He's so overweight that I can't stand to see him. Amy, we don't know why he finally came forward. I don't know if it was just a point in his life that he finally, you know. So that's with the LA District Attorney that we watched the other day. That's the evidence that they're looking at. They're looking at this letter. They're looking at what happened to this Roy Rosselló from Menudo. And then I guess there was another victim that came forward as well. This is going to be a trip, isn't it? Look at Summer. She says, we got to evacuate. Hey, can you say hi to everybody? This is already a crazy stream. So. Yeah, Jose used to do really mean things to them, like throw them in the pool and without, you know, them knowing how to swim and shit. Hanging them by that bar. Horrible. Now, mind you, here's some timeline. Wow. So it happened August 20th of 89, and then they weren't arrested until in March of 1990. I guess I didn't realize that. They went to Taste of LA. Okay, so then March 11th, 1990, Erik turns himself in. So Erik was actually in another country playing tennis and came home. Because Robert Shapiro told him to come home. And in hindsight, he could have stayed overseas and not come back. Like ever. But Robert Shapiro, he was one of O.J. Simpson's lawyers, told Erik, you need to come home and you need to turn yourself in. Well, he was a short-lived attorney for the boys. And lo and behold, there comes the OJ connection. OJ is put in a cell next to Menendez. While they're in the whatever, the county jail, whatever it's called in LA, he's in the next cell. And so then Lyle Menendez tells OJ, and there's OJ on the screen. He tells OJ, yeah, you might not want to go with Shapiro. He fucked us over. But that's not the first time that the boys had met O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson visited their home back in the late 70s and threw a threw a pigskin around with the boys and Jose. Can you imagine what would have been on O.J. Simpson's computers? Oh my God.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. I ain't finished my sentence.
That's a creepy thought, huh? Do you know why the prosecution was able to throw out the essay? Yeah, the connections are crazy. But then if you go back in time, right? José Menendez worked for Hertz, the car rental company, before he worked as the CEO of RCA Records. So he was instrumental in setting OJ up with those stupid commercials. So they knew him from the 70s on. And then they end up in jail together. Then OJ ends up in jail with Jose's sons. And you know what? It seems like the little web of Hollywood doesn't seem so large anymore. Kardashian, yep, he was an OJ lawyer too. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it totally is a Hollywood thing. I mean, this is Beverly Hills 90210, baby. 100%. This guy was a RCA record executive. This is music industry. He was the Latin Diddy. He was the Latin Diddy. And it's not really, how do you go from cars to music? I don't know. Oh, because they were under the same umbrella. But yeah, it doesn't make sense. It is a small world. It seems large, but I'm telling you, these connections, it's weird. And it's weird how Netflix is bringing this around to a whole new generation. So upset about the Netflix series. I wonder why they portrayed him wrong. I haven't watched it. I agree, Ruma. Like, I haven't watched that one with the actors in it. That's why I go against. I can't get into those things because it's not real. I like watching the real shit. I don't like watching actors play real things that I'm following. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, how can you just throw an actor in a position where they are? And it's just, you can't take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, Ricky Martin. He's the only one. I never even knew who this guy was, this Roy Rosselló, until this. But anyway, so in 1993, they finally go to trial after 3 years. And it ends weeks later in a mistrial. October 11th, 1995, 2 years later, the second trial begins. And then March 20th, 1996, they're convicted. They're sentenced to life in prison. And then February of 2018, they were reunited. And then they filed their habeas corpus or whatever last May. So this has been going on and reinvestigated for a year. The Netflix came out September 19th. Of course, they don't mention that October 7th, there's a new one, but October 3rd is when we got the press conference. I think one of the Beverly Hills detectives described it as one of the most brutal crime scenes he had ever seen in his life. Oh, he was in Israel. Erik, now 53, surrendered to authorities after returning from Israel. Just days later, after Kyle, now 56, was arrested. It doesn't say why they couldn't bring that in. They just told them they couldn't. The state said no, and they all went along with it, I guess. Doesn't make much sense to me. And you know, this was back in the day when they used to wheel the gurneys out. Look at that. This is nuts right here. I wonder if... Now I'm scared to play fucking anything. This is footageworks.com. This is how they got the bodies out. This is crazy. Can you imagine this nowadays? This is August 21st, 1989. This is what we don't see anymore. Remember in Idaho 4, everyone's like, how did they remove the bodies? When did they remove the bodies? We didn't see anything. Well, we used to see it. Look at that cop. He looks like a Hollywood movie star. Hold on. That is eerie as hell. Oh my God. They just wheel it right out there. What did Erik drive? I don't know. This is crazy. And it happened on the 20th, so this is a day later. Look at, they're just parading these. Yes, they're both married, Chai. And Chai, thank you for helping me out. I appreciate you. Is that not nuts? Yep. That's Hollywood. It's so eerily quiet. Hi, Pine. Was there a body? Yeah, there was bodies on both, guys. Look. Oh, wait a minute. No, wait, what? Wait. Oh, shit. Dun, dun, dun. See that again. You're right. There wasn't. I was in shock and awe by the... Well, that person looks kind of large. That's got to be Jose, right? Look at this cop. He looks... he looks like he just got out of the tanning bed. But what the heck? I don't know. Right, the mom essayed Lyle. Mm-hmm. I know Hollywood. We are literally watching Hollywood crumble, you guys, in our lifetime. Hey, what's with the blue van? This is bizarro. I mean, at least he has gloves on. The cops don't. So that must be Erik's little car. Or is that the little Porsche they bought? Okay, this one is the one that has the second body. Yeah, he did make him wear a hairpiece in high school. I forgot about that, too. Now that is what looks weird. That looked weird to me. Yeah, they don't do this anymore, true crime and other stuff. They're way, way discreet now. I'm going to turn up the volume. You know we would have been all hot micing it if this happened now. I say old footage, but gosh, it doesn't seem like 89 was that long ago. How did this happen? How did time go so fast? Look at these old vehicles. At least they had a crime scene lab. I mean, I don't even know. Did they have DNA at this? No, because OJ, they just were starting DNA because OJ was the first trial I think they used DNA in, if I'm not mistaken. Robin, Bo Bobbin. Hi, Robin. Okay, that's the room that they were unalived in, because see all the books? We're going to look at some other photos in a minute. And this footage is from footageworks.com. And this is the front gate of the Menendez home, and it has not changed much. Robin, I hope you're doing good. What's up, Casey? He looks kind of shook. It's weird to think they didn't suspect the boys right now. Like, excuse me. Yay, Robin. Thank you, Elon Musk. Woohoo. That's what I'm saying, Potato. This is for, oh, thank God. I love that this Starlink. That is amazing.
So is that a joint? Or is it a cigar?
That's awesome. I'm so glad you have power and internet. Did you guys see Elon at Trump's thing yesterday? At his rally? I was like, holy shit. Thank you, Lively. Me too. Oh, wow, Feisty Nana. It's awesome, Amy. Elon's done some good things.
Your name and exactly what happened here tonight.
Lieutenant Robert Curtis, C-U-R-T-I-S. At about 11:47 p.m. on Sunday evening, the 20th, we received an emergency call on our 911 lines. It was a hysterical male reporting that there had been a shooting at his residence, at 722 North Elm. Our officers responded in approximately 1 minute, and when they did arrive, they did in fact confirm that there had been an apparent shooting, and there were two people inside the location that appeared to be deceased and were in fact deceased. They checked the location for any other suspects or other victims and have not found any. The two people who were there was a male and a female. And right now our homicide detectives and our lab people are at the location and they're conducting their investigation.
Okay, do you have any suspects in custody at this time?
There's no one in custody at this time.
Okay, do you have any possible leads and any information at all that might suspect this might be any kind of planned foul play? Or
We can't speculate as to what the cause or the motive may have been. They're not ruling out any possibilities. However, at this time, we don't want to speculate on what may or may not have been the cause.
okay, was these people anyone famous possibly, or?
Not to my knowledge.
Thank you very much.
Is this anyone famous possibly? See how they lie to us? There's proof right there. There's proof right there.
However, at this time, we don't want to speculate on what may or may not have been the cause.
Okay, was these people anyone famous possibly, or?
Not to my knowledge.
Thank you very much.
Nope, no one famous, no one at all. Just the record executive. Crazy. Here is another video. This is a great channel too. Menendez trials. They have
Police in Beverly Hills, California,
lot of
are
old footage.
investigating the shooting deaths of an entertainment company executive and his wife. The bodies of José and Kitty Menendez were found at their home late Sunday night. Menendez was on the board of Carolco Pictures, the company that produces the Rambo movie.
Ooh, what? I didn't know that. Wait, so he wasn't just RCA. Your power's flickering. Be safe, Shell. The hell's going on up there? I didn't know he... What? Rambo movies. Wow. They just throw that in there at the end.
José and Kitty Menendez were found at their home late Sunday night. Menendez was on the board of Carolco Pictures, the company that produces the Rambo movie.
It's August 21st, 1989. We're at 722 North Elm Drive. Reported double homicide. Present at the scene are Detectives Zoller, myself, and Lenahan.
This is the crime scene, guys. Trigger warning. I don't know what this... I've never seen this. But from what Kitty's neighbor and friend said, we should listen to her testimony. She said the house smelled like urine and that it was not clean. But they had a housekeeper. So I don't know. Look at the TV was still freaking going. Creep town, dude. You guys ready? This is the living room. Hey, Kim French. Kim French.
Fuck directly off.
A lot of this stuff connects together, you know? There's no sound, but the TV was still going. Oh, they got it blurred. Okay, good. But there's the wall of books. You're what the French call les incompetents.
You're what the French call les incompetents.
This is the courtyard. I mean, their home, they had a lot of money. In this home, like I said, they gutted the inside, but the outside doesn't change that much. Thank you, Kimberly B. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Holy shit. Amberly. Southern-ish. Thank you so much. Cynthia. Sin. Thank you. I always say Sin. Thank you, honey. I love you guys. Gosh. Thank you. Thank you, Kels, as well. Myron. We got poo-pooed by YouTube. Or we got poo-pooed by Peacock. Look at that hair. Banana clip. Banana clip. Oh, I remember having those bangs, too. I definitely couldn't live in that house, guys. There's no way. There is no way. Ooh, did you see those kids? Isn't that wild? The Beverly Hills neighborhood kids, like, what's going on? And they're fucking windbreakers. Who is that? That dude from, what's that actor's name? David Spader? Is that David Spader? Is that his name? Look at that long gun. And look at, he's holding, listen, look at the murder weapon. Their murder weapon being held with no gloves. Look. Look, Mom, no gloves. Hey, Regina, be careful. David Spade? Is that his name? David Spade. Oh, it's not the murder weapon? Are you sure? Why would they have those big long guns out? There wasn't a standoff or anything. What are those guns? Oh, those were in the home? So they didn't even need to go buy them? I didn't understand that. I never knew that. Yeah, I don't know everything. But that's one thing I didn't know, is that there was guns in the house. Hey, Teresa. They threw the guns off Mulholland Drive. Oh, that's right, and they weren't found. Mulholland Drive, like that's the road that goes by the Hollywood sign, right? That's right. I guess I didn't realize there were guns in the house they could have just grabbed. We don't know what we don't know. We really don't know what we don't know. But Kim French, I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't dedicate my life to Menendez. And it's been a minute.
Lieutenant Robert Curtis with Beverly Hills Police Department.
Common spelling, guys.
Curtis.
Okay, what's the situation here, Lieutenant?
At approximately 11:47 p.m. on Sunday evening, the 20th, we received a 911 emergency call of possible shooting victims at this location. Our officers responded and did in fact determine that there had been a shooting. And at this time we have two deceased persons inside, a male and a female.
Okay, no names at this time, but has anyone been taken into custody or any suspect?
No one in custody at this time. We have our detectives, our homicide detectives are here, and it's under investigation.
Okay, so there's nothing else you can tell us at this point?
Not right now, when I can.
Let's do a poll. No, I actually did not realize there were guns in the house, Cinnamon. Oh my God. I mean, we're going over a case that happened 35 years ago. I love how people think you have to know every detail in order to go live and discuss a case. It's called watching and learning. Watch and learns. I just want to know why Menudo was named after a meat soup. Can someone tell me that? I don't, Cinnamon. Just kidding. I'm just I got a whole house full of arsenals. What's the difference does it make? Why does it matter if I knew that or not, Cinnamon? Does it change the outcome of what we're talking about here? And that is José Menendez and the alleged essay.
I've not been told any statements that said that it was or was not a hit, or it was a robbery, or it was something else. We're not sure, and we're not speculating at this time what it may have been.
People in this quiet, exclusive neighborhood remain surprised.
Dude, that kid heard it. Wow. That's just crazy. You know, to see that kid making the gun like pow, pow, pow. Beverly Hills.
Robbery, or it was
a hit?
Something else. We're not sure, and we're not speculating at this time what it may have been.
People in this quiet, exclusive neighborhood remain surprised at the murders.
It said Beverly Hills, and I thought it was somewhere else.
Why? Why'd you think that?
Well, I didn't think it would be here, right where I come to work at.
After what happened here last night, some of the neighbors are worried and afraid.
We don't know if this is an isolated incident.
Can you imagine that neighborhood, though? On edge? And
It happened at this
nobody liked José Menendez either. They all said he was a jerk, even after he died.
In the heart of Beverly Hills.
At approximately 11:47 p.m. last night, we received a call on our 911 emergency line from the residents stating that there had been a shooting here.
Right, no one called police. The boys went to Taste of LA and went to all these places. They went to the movies, they went to the Taste of LA, and they came home and there was no cops. Look at all the reporters.
They were ordering the occupants out of the house, which was Lyle and Erik, and they came running out of the house extremely despondent and carrying and crying and yelling and that kind of stuff. And Erik ran from the doorway across the driveway to this tree and started trying to bash his head against the tree, and he had to be physically restrained by the officer.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That's fucking eerie. They thought their parents were going to pew-pew them. Well, I see that now. I knew that they thought they were going to unalive them. And I knew that they were scared when they went on that, the shark fishing trip expedition. The brothers testified that their parents had guns and their mom carried one in their purse. Yeah, they went to the movies and they went to the Taste of LA, and then they came back and there was no cops. That's really crazy.
And yelling and that kind of stuff. And Erik ran from the doorway across the driveway to this tree and started trying to bash his head against the tree, and he had to be physically restrained by the officer.
All morning, detectives and technicians from the crime lab continued to look for clues behind the huge oak doors and the ornate windows.
Ooh, there they are, too.
Clues behind the huge oak doors and the...
Damn. I wonder what they were thinking at that time, you know?
ornate windows.
Yeah, but all kids...
Is it as much of a mystery to everyone around here as it seems to be to the police right now?
Yeah, I mean, we just...
So this is the spokesperson for live entertainment, and that's who Jose worked for. So they actually got a statement out of Live Entertainment, who owned RCA Records.
To everyone around here, as it seems to be to the police right now?
Yeah, I mean, we just have no clue how anything like that could.
There are no apparent signs of a forced entry. We're uncertain as to this time as to how whoever committed the crime actually got into the...
Unbelievable. Dr. Ann Burgess. What testimony did you want to hear? See, if I play this, I feel like I'll...
I heard Erik talk about that his dad would say, "Go on upstairs to your room, Erik.
I'm just going to turn...
I'll be up in a minute." And it's like, all of a sudden, all these little pieces of the puzzle are just falling.
These are members of Kitty's family. I'm not playing that because that's from that Peacock. I don't trust it. This is their arraignment. I've never seen their arraignment, I don't think. Oh my God, have y'all seen this? Ooh, I've never seen this footage. I guess I don't know. I shouldn't be live. Initial appearance. See, there's Robert Shapiro. See, Shapiro was there in the very beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon,
This is the case of the people of the state of California versus Erik, Galen Menendez, and Joseph Lyle Menendez. The record will reflect the defendants are present with counsel and the people are represented. With the
I hate to say it, but the footage back in 89 or whatever year this was it 90? They got arrested? The footage of the camera work is better than some of the trials we watch now. Ugh, Menudo is PR slang for young ones? Ugh, that's gross. I know they did replace kids as they got to a certain age. They got rid of them and then replaced them.
Defendants, please rise. Erik Galen Menendez. Is that your true and correct name?
Yes, Your Honor.
Joseph Lyle Menendez. Is that your true and correct name?
Yes, Your Honor.
Erik Galen Menendez, you are charged in count 1 with a violation of Penal Code Section 187A, murder of José Menendez, a human being, for financial gain while lying in wait with a firearm. You are further charged in count 2 with a violation of Penal Code Section 187A, murder of a Maria Menendez, a human being, for financial gain while lying in wait with a firearm. You are further charged with special circumstances for which you could be sentenced to death. Do you?
Also,
The people at this time are moving to release the contents of the affidavit. We've discussed this with counsel, and they'd also like an opportunity to brief that issue as well on the day of the continuance. So I don't have any difficulty with that.
Your Honor, we would, however, like to receive the documents so that we can prepare the matters for further proceedings on March the 26th, as well as prepare for a bail motion on behalf of Erik Menendez in this instance. That being the case, we would ask that the matters be provided to counsel immediately and to counsel only.
And that including the affidavit for the search warrant.
Understanding that these...
Is that not wild to see, though, Robert Shapiro? It is to me. The financial gain was never proven. Exactly. That's exactly why they couldn't come to a decision. The narrative didn't fit because you can't make a puzzle piece fit where it doesn't belong. Pussycat, I would have spent $700,000 too. Hey, MM, good to see you tonight. Yeah, they thought it was for financial gain because they went out and spent all that money, but it didn't fit. You know what I'm saying? The motive doesn't fit their narrative.
This discovery is going to be released to counsel under circumstances where they're going to have an opportunity to review it for purposes of these motions, and that it's not to be disclosed to any further counsel except those who are immediately operating with counsel. We have no difficulty in releasing this discovery.
It's our understanding that the matters will be released to us and only us, and that we will not be allowed to release them to anyone other than discussing them with our clients.
In light of the representations and motions of counsel, the arraignment and plea in this matter is continued to March 26, 1990 at 2 p.m. It is further ordered that the affidavits be released to counsel for the defendants are each ordered not to discuss the contents, either directly or indirectly, of the sealed affidavits with anyone other than their clients without further court order.
So my question is, and I think this is correct, they continued living in the home because they didn't get arrested till the next year. So they continued living in the home. Like they must have paid someone to come clean the living room. I mean, I don't know about that part. Robert Kardashian. No, that's Robert Shapiro. Right, but Robert Kardashian knew Robert Shapiro. And then there's OJ. They're all connected. They're all connected. But what about the house, guys? Hey, Sarah. Best chatty cooters. Oh, he bought a condo. I knew there was a condo bought. I knew real estate was bought. But were they residing there? Like, where were they laying their heads? Yeah, they went to the taste of LA. Each one of them bought a condo. See, I don't remember all of these deeds. There's a lot of things I don't remember. I knew they bought real estate. I just don't remember what. Robert Shapiro's the one that has the skunk thing in his hair, right? No, Robert Shapiro's on the screen. That's Robert Kardashian. From my understanding, they fired Robert Shapiro. He was only there in the very, very beginning. Yeah, Shapiro was one of OJ's lawyers. Erik stayed with his aunt and cousin, Blue. Thank you guys for filling in the blanks. I appreciate that. Because I don't remember every little thing. I was only, let me see. I graduated high school in 91. So I was in high school when this happened, like 10th grade. I was only in 10th grade when this happened. And, you know, I mean, I've dug into it, but I don't know everything. I'm not like the Reddit of the Menendez brothers.
The matter will be continued also to the 26th of March for investigation regarding any potential conflict of interest. And, of course, for a determination of the status of the sealed affidavits, further motions, and any bail motions.
Your Honor, on behalf of Erik Menendez, the record should reflect that he will waive time till March the 26th for these purposes.
That will be the next matter for the court to request. Mr. Erik Galen Menendez, you have the right to have your arraignment and plea within 48 hours of your arrest, and your preliminary hearing within 10 days of your arraignment and within 60 days of your arraignment. Do you give up that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel join.
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Shapiro. People join.
People join, yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Alvarado.
May the record reflect that I am handing counsel.
Excuse me.
Is Lyle wearing his hairpiece here? I can kind of see the line. Do you remember the therapist? Oh, Dr. Oziel? He was a jerk. Thank you for being here, Pussycat. Lively. At least you're being honest. One problem I have is when Lyle was in prison, he tried to get people to lie for him. I didn't understand that. Lie for him about what, though? You were 31 when it happened? It's weird, though, because we all have a different perspective based on how old we were, too, when this happened. Like, that's so sad, though, that he made him feel so insecure about his hair.
That I am handing counsel.
Excuse me, we need to have a waiver as to Mr. Joseph Lyle Menendez.
We can do that.
Joseph Lyle Menendez, you have the right to have your arraignment within 48 hours of your arrest, your preliminary hearing within 10 days of your arraignment and plea, and within 60 days of your...
I'm going to skip forward a little bit.
The documents do carry copies.
Anything further?
Look at all those papers.
Court will stand in recess on this matter until March 26th.
Probably not loaded hot. I think we have to, unfortunately, we have to pick and choose the pedos that we cover here. If we all covered every pedo case, we'd probably get banned. No, I don't think so. Erik Menendez testifying about shooting, short clip.
When I walked in the room, I was panicking, and I just fired every shot I had. I didn't stop to take a look at what I was doing after each shot. I just fired until there was nothing left. And what happened in between when I first started firing, when I ended, is just a red blank to me.
Were you trying to mislead the juries?
No, I was not.
Into thinking that your mother was bigger than she was?
No.
To make you more believable when you said you were scared of her?
No.
Were you exaggerating?
No, I wasn't.
And tried to take her clothes off? Remember that testimony?
Yes.
Were you acting in self-defense there, too?
No.
He was with you on this night, too.
Yes, he was.
And are you saying that there was no discussion whatsoever about which one of you would shoot which parent?
Ask and answer.
We didn't know where my parents were in the room. We thought my parents were coming out. We thought they had guns.
That's where it ended. They did the Barbara Walters interview. Who is this lady? No, what did you guys want to hear? Whose interview? Oh my goodness. I don't think I've seen this.
And what we wanted to do in presenting our evidence was make you understand why it was Erik reacted with such fear, why it was he believed that his parents were about to kill him, and why it was this happened the way it did. And so, how do you prove that? I mean, obviously, if I had a videotape of José Menendez performing a sex act on Erik, I would have put that on, and I wouldn't have needed all those other witnesses. But the crimes that were committed against Erik Menendez did not wind up in this case, and don't ever wind up with the police coming in and taking pictures. It's very easy to go to a crime scene of a homicide and to take all the gruesome pictures in the world and parade them later in front of a jury and get those people upset. But where is the picture of José Menendez bending Erik over the footboard of his bed when he's 12 years old so that his father can now go all the way in spite of the child's screams? Well, there is such a picture.
Oh my God.
But unfortunately, it only lives in Erik's mind now. And I doubt very much that José Menendez was very troubled by it during his lifetime. But I can't give you that picture. I can give you something very unusual to find in cases like this, which is some hard evidence of molestation. And hard evidence of molestation is very hard to come by because molesters are secret. They are sneaky. After all, they are exploiting weak little children. And they hide it because they know the rest of us don't think much of that. I'm going to leave these up here. And I'm going to leave them up here because ultimately you'll get over the trick that's being played on you and the shock value will diminish. So that when you go back into the jury room to decide this case, you're not going to decide it because you're still upset over those photographs. And I'm not going to leave my photographs up here because I'm not trying to shock you. Now, this is a copy of the photograph that's in the exhibit, but this is only a copy of it.
Oh my God.
And I'll show you why I'm putting a copy up. Now, this is the crime of Erik Menendez. And I cannot show you the crime that José Menendez committed on him, but you heard about some of the things that he liked to do to his little boy. And one of them was to stick tacks like this in his thighs and in his butt, and to run needles across his penis. Now, that's this man. And I don't recall if there are autopsy photographs of this man where you can see his penis, the one that he stuck in this body, that Mr. Kuriyama tells you is all made up. The proof that it isn't all made up is who Erik wound up being. And I put Dr. Vickery on the stand to tell you how sick this kid got behind the home life that these two very dead people provided him with. Now there's one thing that Mr. Kuriyama, I want you to look very carefully at this proof sheet. This is a proof sheet of the sequence of the photographs from Erik's 6th birthday party. These photographs were found in this envelope. This envelope has the handwriting of his mother, Mary Louise Menendez, and she had a beautiful handwriting.
Oh my
gosh. She was a school teacher. And she wrote Erik's birthday, November 1976. And inside this envelope were the original small prints taken on that roll, from which this is an enlargement. And also inside that envelope were the original negatives. And so what we did was we had blow-ups made from the original negatives. And we had a proof sheet made of the order of the photographs on the...
She was way ahead of her time is what happened. It was shocking. It was unacceptable to people. People were not ready to see and hear this. I mean, this is like Madeline Soto shit. This is like Madeline Soto shit. If Erik was Erica, this would be so much different. She was way ahead of her time with this.
The roll, so we could see which was taken first, which was taken second. Now, I happen to know, for reasons I cannot reveal to you, what the prosecution's theory is about this photograph and the one of Lyle, which I will also show you. This is the one of Lyle's nakedness, which was saved by his mother, kept in that envelope. Now, both from the cross-examination of Erik, I suppose, was the first clue that the prosecution's theory is that the boys, the children, took the naked pictures. And somehow that theory, I think, has to do with some kind of visual perspective that they want you to speculate about based on the height of the person who took the picture. Now, that's wonderful, except people who take pictures can bend down and take pictures of little children's genitals, even if they're big people, even if they're grown-ups. But frankly, there is absolute hard proof that Erik Menendez did not take this nasty picture of his brother. And here's the proof. If I haven't misplaced it, okay? Here it is.
Right, but Myron, they were stripped of the defense. How can you put someone on trial and strip them of the defense? We're forgetting here that it's the state that is supposed to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that these guys, fined for financial gain, did what they did. They failed the first time. The second time, they stripped them of their defense, which
La. You don't hold account.
because they didn't want the emotions in it. They knew what was going to happen. And to me, that's unfair. That is totally unfair.
The proof sheet is the proof. The sequence of the photographs. Here is a gathering of people. Here is Lyle in the bathtub, one can assume the morning of the birthday party. And here is Erik in bed. Now, Erik is in bed when this naked picture of Lyle is being taken. See, here's the next picture on the roll. Now, are we supposed to believe that 6-year-old Erik, who testified he was not allowed to handle a camera until he was 12 or 13, got out of bed to go take a naked picture of his brother and then...
Yeah, I mean, I have to say right here, it was mostly men that couldn't believe a man could do this. Oh, men knew. This has been going on since the beginning of time. Men knew, they just didn't want to admit it. I mean, I could picture her giving this defense nowadays. I could see this being a Madeline Soto trial and being presented this way. Look at those photos. Jesus. Look at these babies in these blurred out photos. Ugh.
He got back into bed so someone could take a picture waking him up. And it isn't until way down here on the roll that the naked picture of Erik shows up. And then a picture of Mrs. Menendez's favorite thing, her animal, Tristesse. And I think it's really amazing if you could go back and remember the testimony, for example, of Terry Baralt, who was José's sister. She was asked about Mary Louise Menendez and who was it or what was it that Mary Louise Menendez showed affection for. And when she started talking about the animals, you could see the animation even in Mrs. Baralt's face. Oh, Kitty loved her animals. She showed them all sorts of affection. She took such good care of them. She never showed anything like that to her children.
You know, this kind of reminds me of Mrs. Stearns in a way. with those poodles. Oh my God, these pictures are not blurred out. This was court TV. And those are not blurred out, y'all. Oh my God. Oh my God.
But here's a picture of her favorite little dog, Tristesse, next to her naked child.
Wait, what was it?
Next to her. But here's a picture of her favorite little dog, Tristesse, next to her naked child.
What is with these people and their animals?
I promised I wouldn't leave them up, and I won't. I'm going to talk later about all of the evidence that corroborates the sexual molestation of these boys in this case. I keep promising what I'm going to do later. But you can't do everything at once. I will say this about the molestation evidence right now, and that is this. We presented this evidence through the testimony of Erik Menendez, and Mr. Kuriyama refused to ask him a single question about it. He ran from this evidence. Because he knew if he questioned Erik, if he used the tool that you're supposed to use to question a witness, which is cross-examination, which he does rather well. I mean, he cross-examined Erik about the crime scene ad nauseum. He questioned him about what they did after for a day and a half. He knows how to ask questions, and he is a very aggressive cross-examiner. He argues a lot. He insinuates. He's quite sarcastic and snide. He's got all the tools of the trade, and he used them. And he just spoke to you about how successful he was using those tools. Now, I will dispute some of the things he said about how successful he was, but it is true. The purpose of cross-examination is to try to show when a witness is not telling the truth or is mistaken in their testimony. And Mr. Kuriyama does it rather well. But he didn't ask a single question about the molestation. Why? Because he was afraid that he would not be able to show that it wasn't true. And he didn't want you to hear it. He wanted you to hear about the shooting. He wants you to see bloody photographs over and over. But he didn't want you to hear Erik Menendez talking about these hideous things again. He hoped perhaps you'd forget about it somehow. That it would leave your consciousness if he didn't cross-examine about it.
What do you guys think of that? He didn't ask one question about it. Here's an interview with José. This is a short clip, 26 seconds with José.
José Menendez is chairman of the board, president, and chief executive officer of Live Entertainment, joining us here in Los Angeles. And I should point out, this is the company, folks, that brings you the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video, which seriously is a hot video right now. It is.
So remember, I don't know if you guys were in Granny's watching the other night, but the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were brought up and we were all talking about them. Yep. So we've got him connected to the Rocky movies and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What else? What else was he involved in? Hertz. What else did he have his hands in? Because there was a porn exec that had a bone to pick with José. Who was that, and what was that bone? You guys are free to have your opinions. Just have them with respect towards each other. And if someone's bothering you, you can click the 3 little dots and block them, and you won't have to see their shit no more.
Of Live Entertainment, joining us here in Los Angeles. And I should point out, this is the company, folks, that brings you the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video, which seriously is a hot video right now.
It is. So the company is broad-based and it provides pretty much what the consumer wants.
Mm-hmm. And you must have projections for down the road what you're expecting to make at some point.
So we think 1989 will be a tremendous year.
Down the road,
wow.
Pretty much what the consumer
right now.
It is. So the company is broad-based and it provides pretty much what the consumer wants.
1989 is going to be a tremendous year. Yikes.
Mm-hmm. And you must have projections for down the road what you're expecting to make at some point.
Well, we think 1989 will be a tremendous year.
Ooh. That's really the only one I could find with him. If anybody else has seen. I think I had it. Oh, let's look at this. No, where is it? Hold on. The house. I wanted to show you guys this. So this was put out, just October 2nd. Pull up the photos. So there's fencing all around it for renovations. The Menendez brothers' savage shotgun slaying of their parents in '89 left a gruesome mark on the family's home living room. A chilling scene that's still haunting more than 30 years later. This is a TikTok. Hold on.
Winter is done.
It's sweet. It's an open bar. I'm sticking it out too.
Dramatic heat.
Just sweep it under the rug. When you sweep up.
Hold on. Oh, there's no audio. Ooh, that's the room right there, right? Because that's where all those books were. Wild. Could you guys live in this house? I'm sorry, I can't see the chat right now. Would you guys be able to live in this house? Put a 1 if you'd be able to live in this house. Put a 2 if you would not. What's with the TP? Contractors. Oh, look at that carpeting. That's got to be the original shit, too. All that marble flooring. This house is huge. I can't see y'all's responses, but I'm putting a big fat 2 because there's no way. What is with this? What is with this ad? I can't get.
We have been given evidence. We have been given a photo.
What the fuck? Whoa, that was weird. I think it depends on the state, doesn't it, Nash? I want to see more of the house. House tour 2024.
Welcome back to Who Let Us Out. So everybody has been talking about Netflix's viral Monsters, the story of Lyle
Oh my God, she went up to the door.
No.
Oh, wait, watch this.
They'd be sitting right there.
We're at 722 North Elm Drive. Reported double homicide.
The entire home is under construction right now, and I do not blame them because who would want those memories in their new home? The home was sold back in March for around $17 million.
Present at the scene are detectives Zoller.
They tore up all that flooring too. Completely stripped it, right?
Myself and Linehan.
Did this now?
It was nice. You can't go in there?
No.
That's where it happened.
That's where it happened, right in there. Oh, they have it taped off. Creepy. Hey, Leo. Good to see ya. Ooh, lots of ones. More ones than I thought. Ooh, I couldn't. Oh, thanks, Kels.
That's what happened. Oh yeah, I can see. Thank you, man.
Slotkin, who remained a Menendez family friend and apparent confidant of the killer brothers, testified for the defense. He insisted that soundproofing he had installed in the home cast doubt on a maid's claims to have overheard the family's screaming arguments.
Oh yeah, I can see. Thank you, man.
Right?
This house was soundproof. I don't think it's soundproof anymore. How you doing, man?
Wow.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, very big.
How you guys doing? Wow.
Wow. This gives me the chills. I don't know about you guys.
So this is where the neighbors would, chill by the pool, family pool. Obviously, it doesn't have how it used to or how it looks in the Netflix special, but it is still a very pretty house. There's Devontae.
Regina. Wow. That's just nuts. It's crazy they got to walk around. You know, and it's not just the essay that freaks me out. It's also the fact that, you know, the things that went on in that house. All right, let me see what Kels has sent. She said she sent some things. Oh, thanks. I'm not going to play. I can't play those two, though, Kels. The behavior panel. I will watch them though. Thank you.
So the boys went in there and murdered their parents, which is horrible. These are the steps they used to go up.
Ooh, we get to go upstairs.
Hey.
Who let us out? This is their YouTube channel. Oh, the Rosie one is really good, Leo.
Be careful walking to some of these rooms.
Yeah, see these bedrooms would creep me out. Those things, those sconces are creepy.
No way.
Nuh-uh.
No. Alyssa, come here.
They're safe. That's crazy. Jose's safe. Good God.
There's a safe in that room.
Wait a minute. He's like, there's a safe in that room. Wait a minute. Is this their bedroom? I thought that was their that's their closet. Oh my God. I thought that was their bedroom. That must be their freaking bathroom. See, now I'm seeing the plumbing. So check this out.
Be careful walking to some of these.
Okay, so this is what looks like to be the master bath. And it has those like skylight things, fancy skylights. That's probably where the toilet was, so Jose could take a shit away from everybody else.
Careful.
Toilet room with bidet. This is a closet.
No way. No. Alyssa, come here. There's a safe in that room. What happened? Wait, come here, don't leave me. We're about to do an interview up here.
Another bathroom. Okay, that's weird. What's up with that door right there? Or is that the door just open?
Don't you feel the energy?
It's freaking me out a little bit.
Ooh, he said, don't you feel the energy? She said, it's freaking me out a little bit. Yeah, I know. It's cool that they got in.
You can feel the energy.
We are upset.
You feel the energy.
Look at all that.
We are upstairs.
This is right above where it happened.
You see that we're doing everything. They want nothing. They don't want no.
Her hair is super pretty, sidebar. I know, it's making me dizzy too. Such a facade.
This is probably the master bedroom here. Thank you. Have a good one.
I was going to say I'd try to get one sneak peek. You can't see anything in there, though. Isn't that creepy as heck? What do you think they'll do with that room, guys? Just to think what happened in there. Creepy. Here's another one. Paparazzi Poppy. This is a week ago.
The Menendez brothers, the Menendez murders happened right here at this house right here. This is the house of the Menendez brothers right here. You will notice it from the movie. You will notice it from the TV show. And this is where it happened right here, 722 Elm Drive.
Okay, we'll
right
check it out,
inside
Green-Eyed. Thanks.
This house, we are on the property right here. This is where it went down, you guys. This is the infamous property right here of the Menendez brothers, the Menendez murders of the Menendez brothers, the Menendez murders.
This guy.
Place. Here is the door.
Jose liked ornate.
And we are on the property. This is where it happened. There's the garage.
God, it almost looks the same, doesn't it? Weird.
Erik and Lyle's room. This is it, you guys. I'm gonna bring you right here. This is Beverly Hills. And here is the house of the Menendez murders. You guys, right here.
This guy. Inside the Menendez. Here's another one. This is a short clip.
This is the Menendez house in Beverly Hills, California. Now, this is one of the most infamous crime locations in America, and it's on the market right now. So they had an open house today, and we went through to look at it. But if you guys don't remember, this is where Lyle and Erik Menendez, they killed their parents, Kitty and Jose, in this house, and it became a huge ordeal. But this house has not been seen.
It became a huge ordeal.
I mean, people haven't seen the inside of this house in a long, long time. But this house is up for sale on the market right now. It's $19.9 million. But this is the inside of the famous Menendez house. So for you true crime buffs, it doesn't get any better than this.
He's kind of right, though. There's a lot of videos on their house. 1 month ago. I wonder if we can filter this. Wait, hold on. Let's do this. God, there's a lot of videos. I was trying to find like an old one, but I don't know if that's going to work. Wait, let's listen to this clip.
Would he ask you questions?
Yeah, sometimes he'd want answers or my response to what he'd said. So I'd give him my response.
What if you didn't know the answer?
It depended on what the question was. If I could look it up, he'd make me go find the passages in his little library of books that he had. And I'd spend my time searching. If I found it, I came back. If enough time went by, he'd say, just forget about it, just come back. And then I'd come back and sit down, and he'd tell me the answer. Sometimes I would get a lot of answers wrong, and he would just sort of start tensing up and shaking his head, and he'd sort of just explode.
What would happen when he exploded?
He'd just reach out and he'd grab you. And usually with me, he'd open the sliding glass window and he'd just throw me outside.
Jesus.
Onto the porch. And just close the door.
How long would you stay outside?
A few hours.
This happened only in the summertime?
No. I remember the winter times most. But then I would go into the nice doghouse they made.
Oh my God.
It had the wood chips in it, it was warm, and I'd hang out in there.
Did you keep any provisions in there for these times?
I did in Pennington.
What type of things did you keep in the doghouse for when you were thrown out?
I kept the blanket that I kept in there always, and toilet paper I kept in there.
Oh my God.
Sometimes food.
So this is something that went on for most of your life living in the house, is that you'd be thrown outside as a punishment?
Until I was like 17. I don't remember it after that.
What the hell? I mean, really? This is like the guy that put his kid in a box and Madeline Soto all in one. The heck? That's actually really disgusting. Okay, let's listen to this. How Eduardo Diaz led Roy Rosselló to the Menendez house. God, I can't speak. Menendo.
Para Menudo, que yo le iba a hacer un favor a Menudo.
Okay, hold on.
Taken out to the Menendez house in New Jersey?
Yes.
In the limousine?
Yes.
What was Edgardo saying to you?
Que yo iba a hacer algo grandioso para Menudo. Que yo le iba a hacer un favor a Menudo y a él también. Él me dijo, hoy vamos a cenar en la casa del presidente, director de RCA.
Okay. Roy Rosselló says, I was told that I was going to do something and I was going to do a favor for Menudo. He told me today we're having dinner at the house of the president from RCA.
Cuando yo entro en la limusina, yo veo Menéndez mirándome con los ojos queriendo comerme. Yo vi que él tenía otras intenciones conmigo. Mis pies temblaron. Yo estaba muy nervioso. Cuando llegué a la casa de los Menéndez, ellos tenían 2 hijos. Los vi a los 2. Uno estaba sentado bien en el pasillo de la entrada con una cara tan triste. Ni me saludó. Yo sentí el clima cuando yo entré en esa casa. Sentí el clima de abusos.
What happened next?
Yo me senté en la mesa.
Okay, let's go back. I'll read through it again. When I got in the limousine, Jose looked at me as if he wanted to devour me. I saw that he had other intentions with me. When I arrived for dinner at the Menendez house, I saw them both. Wait, I missed a piece here. I saw them both. One was sitting at the entrance hallway with such a sad look on his face. I felt a dark, negative vibe in the house. And then we're up to what happened next.
Yo me senté en la mesa del comedor. Comenzaron a hablar Edgardo y Menéndez. Y al momento me ofrecieron una copa de vino. Yo tenía 13 años. Edgardo no acostumbraba a servir bebidas alcohólicas. También hay ese punto. José Menéndez me dijo, toma este vino. Es un vino carísimo. Y tómate toda la taza. Después que yo me la tomé, yo me comencé a sentir un cansancio, un peso. Yo no podía más moverme.
I couldn't move. Oh my God. It was the energy of abuse. They started to talk and they offered me a glass of wine. Eduardo didn't normally serve alcoholic beverages. And Jose said, drink this wine. And he said it was just expensive wine. I started to feel tired and heavy. I couldn't move anymore. Everything looked blurry.
Desenfocadas. Alguien me empujó. Alguien me cargó. Alguien trying to push me. Y yo caminé un pasillo bien largo. Y había un cuarto. Yo no podía reaccionar porque eso me estaba tomando cuenta de mi cuerpo. Me drogaron. Y después de eso, yo amanecí en el hotel. ¿Cómo yo llegué al hotel? Yo no sé. Pero cuando yo fui al baño, I was bleeding. Y yo...
Oh my God, I'm sick. You guys believe him? And for those of you that can speak Spanish, you can get more from his verbiage as well. I'm going to put a poll up. I'm going to put, do you believe Roy? Yeah, this is sick. Everything looked blurry. Someone pushed me. I walked down a very long hallway. I couldn't react. They drugged me. I have no idea how I got to the hotel. I was in terrible pain for a week.
No podía más, no me podía ni mover. Yo me acuerdo que yo tenía que simular que yo no estaba con dolor, pero el dolor estaba tomando cuenta de mi vida, que era un dolor terrible. Y sangré muchísimo. Tomando cuenta de mi cuerpo.
Anybody who has ever been roofied, you know that feeling. Oh my God. I know it's a total pattern. I mean, think back to Bill Cosby. All of this. Hey, Ange. People like this have a pattern. And other victims, I believe him. All right, let me read the last part of it. I walked down a very long hallway. There was a room. I couldn't, because I had no control over my body. After that, I woke up in the hotel. I have no idea how I got to the hotel. But when I went to use the bathroom, I was bleeding. I was in terrible pain for a week. I could barely stand the pain. I couldn't even move. I had to pretend I wasn't in pain. But the pain was unbearable. I was in terrible pain. He was, what, 13? It's a very expensive wine, so finish it all. And you know what it kind of reminds me of, too? This interview was a year ago. Almost to the day. You know what this kind of reminds me of, too? Is like these tactics that these people use. And I'm not saying that Mrs. Stern, Stephen Stern's mom, did anything physically. But the way that she told Madeline, you're going to sleep in my bed and you've got the poodles in here. And if you get up out of bed, they're going to cause a ruckus. So you need to stay put. I don't like that. I don't like, these tactics to like make these teens feel uncomfortable to say no. Putting them in a position to where they're uncomfortable and they can't say no. Like, oh, he's 13. It's a very expensive wine, so you better finish it all. The poodles are on the bed, so if you get up out of bed, you're going to make the poodles go nuts. It's just, it just makes me mad. Manipulative. And Cricket, thank you for getting me the book, The Spider and the Fly, to read to my grands. It's important. It's important. Let me turn off this filter here. Hold on, I'm probably making you dizzy. Give me a second. Erik Menendez home video from 1989. What's this? Oh, wow. So this is footage.
I took up flying many.
Never before seen home video was taken by Erik and his mother, Kitty.
I took up flying many, many years ago. My brother-in-law and my nephews and my sister Kitty, they just loved flying in airplanes with me. My sister Kitty, much to my own personal pleasure, was just totally proud of the fact that I had become a pilot.
And a wonderful landing.
Say hello.
Who's this? He goes, you still making movies? Listen. Who is this old geese? Who is this guy? Does anybody know? Roy is the Menendez man. We just listened to his interview. This video is 10 days before the shootings. Who is
That Eric and my sister Kitty were learning to use.
Hello, everyone out there in TV land.
When I picked them up to fly them home.
Coming.
Now you'll see Eric, it's kind of the nature of his personality.
I'll do it for you.
Huh?
I'll do it for you. Here, I'll film you getting on.
It's on. Oh, wait.
All right, what a wonderful sight.
If you just watch that film just a little bit closely, you'll see that if Eric wanted to do something, he would just basically take control of it from his mother.
Turn it off, Eric.
It's the last time I saw my brother-in-law, José, alive.
Wow.
Huh?
I'll do it for you. Here, I'll film you getting on.
It's on. Oh, wait.
All right, what a wonderful sight.
If you just watch that film just a little bit closely.
Oh, wait.
All right, what a
The nature of his personality.
I don't think he looks like he could take control. She sounds like she's drunk. She's like, okay.
Huh?
I'll do it for you. Here, I'll film you getting on.
It's on. Oh, wait.
All right, what a wonderful sight.
If you just watch that film just a little bit closely.
He's not aggressive at all. What is he talking about?
Oh, wait.
All right, what a wonderful sight.
If you just watch that film just a little bit closely, you'll see that if Eric wanted to do something, he would just basically take control of it from his mother.
What? That doesn't prove anything, dude. I'm sorry, it doesn't.
It's kind of the nature of his personality.
I'll do it for you.
Huh?
I'll do it for you. Here, I'll film you getting on.
It's on. Oh, wait.
All right, what a wonderful sight.
If you just watch that film just a little bit closely, you'll see that if Eric wanted to do something, he would just basically take control of it from his mother.
Turn it off, Eric.
It's the last time I saw my brother-in-law, José, alive. The last time, basically take that film just a little.
Huh?
I'll do it for you. Here, I'll film you getting on.
It's on. Oh, wait.
All right, what a wonderful sight.
If you just watch that film just a little bit closely, you'll see that if Eric wanted to do something, he would just basically take control.
Look at her. She's like, Jose, wave. Pretend that we're happy. Pretend everything is good. Watch.
Just a little bit closely, you'll see that if Eric wanted to do something, he would just basically.
Huh?
I'll do it for you. Here, I'll film you getting on.
It's on. Oh, wait.
All right, what a wonderful sight.
If you just watch that film just a little bit closely, you'll see that if Eric wanted to do something, he would just basically take control of it from his mother.
Turn it off, Eric.
It's the last time I saw my brother-in-law, José, alive.
Yeah, she does sound a little off. Right. Exactly. Right. He offers to film it for her, but he's talking to his dad. His dad's probably like, go help her. Because watch, before he walks over, I can't believe we're analyzing this, but this guy brought it up. So if you see before they zoom in, him and Jose are standing there, right?
It's kind of the nature of his person.
See, and she's probably a little half in the bag, right?
Huh?
I'll do it for you. Here, I'll film you getting on.
It's on.
It's on. Like, don't say anything out of turn. It's on. Oh, Jesus.
Hello, everyone out there in TV land.
When I picked him up,
Wow.
Kitty, we're learning to use.
Hello, everyone out there in TV land.
He's got his freaking Walkman on, y'all.
Eric.
He's got his Walkman with his headphones. Can you imagine these guys getting out and having, like, I wonder if they have tablets. They probably do in their prison, right?
And my sister Kitty, we're learning to use.
Hello, everyone out there in TV land.
Oh my God, that didn't age well, did it? Hello, everyone out there in TV land. You love that we're analyzing it. I know, it's on. Hello, everyone. I know his short shorts.
Eric and my sister
One
Kitty,
more
we're learning
time.
to use.
Hello, everyone out there in TV land.
When I picked him up to fly them home,
Coming.
now you'll see Eric. It's kind of the nature of his personality.
I'll do it for you.
Huh?
I'll do it for you. Here, I'll film you getting on.
It's on. Oh, wait.
All right, what a wonderful sight.
If you just watch that film just a little bit closely, you'll see that if Eric wanted to do something, he would just basically take control of it from his mother.
Turn it off, Eric.
Turn it off, Eric.
It's the last time I saw.
She didn't want to be a trophy wife? I think she loved being a trophy wife. I mean, she was a beauty queen. Yeah, they're both married. They've been married for they've been married longer than some people on the outside, honestly. Okay, let's take a look at 722 Elm Street, Beverly Hills, California. Check this out. It's not even blurred on Google. These images are from 2021. Here's their street. I wonder if any of those people still live there. And where's the tree that Lyle allegedly banged his head on? Is it this one? Right here? Because he said he ran across the driveway. Did they cut it down? Or was it this one? Do you remember when that cop said that? He ran across the driveway and started banging his head on a tree? And he had to be subdued by officers? Oh, North Elm. Well, it's still the same house. But let's go to the Zillow because there's some pretty good pictures on Zillow. 722 North Elm. Not West Elm. I misspoke. My dog is sleeping. So funny. Okay, here we go. Let's scroll through these. Sold for $17 million. 7 bedrooms. 9 bathrooms. 9,063 square feet. There's the room. They still have the same doors on here. Ooh, there's the room. Creepy. Nice photo. Nice artwork. Ooh, I like the counters. Look at the beverage fridge. Damn. I need a pad like this one day. Jeez. Beautiful. I wonder if that's the original. That thing looks old, that stove. This must be the master bedroom. Master bathroom. Oh, there's Jose's bidet. See, I told you. I told you he had a poop room with a bidet. Massive closets. Jeez. Those sconces are kind of creepy. Look at the walk-in shower. Huge. Telling you, this is some Latin ditty level shit. The office. Another bathroom. Another bedroom. So it had 7 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms. Unbelievable. And then the guest house. This is nuts. Look at those shrubs. This is beautiful. Oh, how the other half live. There's the front. The infamous house. Yeah, I guess it's before the destruction, right? Or the demolition. Yeah, because they tore up all that marble. This is before they tore it up. Scary. Jose's bidet. Jess, a plastic surgeon, bought it. Isn't that nuts? It sold on March 20th of this year, and it's... Let's see. Let's go down here. Elegant Mediterranean-style villa is located in the coveted Beverly Hills flats. This flawless 7-bedroom, 9-bath family home boasts high ceilings, a grand entry with a dramatic circular staircase, imported Italian limestone flooring, a gourmet kitchen, complete with high-end appliances and a walk-in pantry. The massive primary suite is complete with double baths and designer closets. The pool is surrounded by park-like grounds in a 2-story guest house. Rodeo Realty. So it was built in 1927. Okay, here's the history. Let's see. Goes back to 2000. Worth $3 million. And then fast forward to 2023, it only says, oh, that's the tax assessment. My bad. Sorry. 12/1 of 2023, it was listed for almost 20 million, and then he got it for 17. Wild. I don't think I could live there. As a matter of fact, I know I couldn't live there. It just, I feel bad vibes just looking at it, to be honest. So they don't have to disclose on here that there was a death in the home, I guess. This site is called IamNotAstalker.com, the former Menendez family home. There's whoever that is. They just took pictures of it. Anyways, thank you guys for sticking around. I'm sorry we had some minor difficulties in the beginning. But I do appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. Let's see where we ended up. 87% of you guys believe Roy. Jose bought it for $4 million. Does it say? I know, I'd love to deep dive into the house. Who originally built it? Let's see. We can probably find out who built the Menendez house. Here, look at it. So easy. The Menendez brothers' house in Beverly Hills was originally built in 1927, but was redesigned in 1974 by Mark Slotkin and his wife, actress Robin Greer. The couple were friends of the Menendez family. Who the heck is Mark Slotkin? I don't know who these people are. Oh, God. He has a Facebook? Who is this guy? Do you guys know who this guy is? What? Hold on, don't go anywhere. I know, Candy. I'm trying not to think about it right now. I don't know who that is, MM. Do you guys know Mark Slotkin? God, he has a poodle. And he's at a pizza place. Who is this dude? Antiquarian Traders? Mark Abbey Slotkin? Oh, and now we have lawsuits. Slotkin Defective Trust? I don't know if that's even him. Who the hell is Mark Slotkin? A jazz pianist? Robin Greer played in a movie called Satan's Cheerleaders? We did, JR. Thank you. For 2 nights, anyways. Is he an actor? Mark Slotkin. The banker? Who's Robin Greer? Hold on. The Sins of the Sons. At the time, it was the home of Mark Slotkin and then wife Robin Greer. In fact, it was Slotkin, a real estate businessman who built the house. I don't know I don't know. I don't see their photos anywhere. Her? This one? Yeah, ex-spouse Mark Slotkin. Angel's Revenge. Is that Charlie's Angels? I know, I'm kind of stupid with Holly Weird. I don't... She was in soap operas. Ryan's Hope. Falcon Crest. Roseanne. No wonder I don't know her. Freddy's Nightmares. She was on Full House. I can't. Werewolf. Falcon Crest. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's before my time. I didn't watch that. Satan's Cheerleaders as Baker Girl. The Wonder Years. And she's in the OJ thing. The fuck? Why is she in the OJ thing? Because they're all connected. There's a woman Slotkin in Congress? Really? Bullseye, that is to be determined. I don't know. I don't know. She became a realtor? What? Look at those legs on my ad things. Jesus. But is she connected to OJ? And if so, how? They're all connected. All right, we'll look at these really quick. This is from the Daily Beast. Oh, that's from the Netflix thing. Monsters. I haven't seen that. What? Were the Menendez brothers incestuous lovers? Okay, here's some of the crime scene photos. I guess. This is just what we looked at. Daily Beast. What a letdown. Neighbors of Menendez brothers murder. This is 2 days, 2 days ago. Urge police to stop influx of Netflix viewers spying on the $17 million home. Residents who live on the same street as the Menendez brothers' infamous murder house are furious about the surge of visitors to the neighborhood, so much that they are urging the police to step in and stop the influx of people attempting to spy on the controversial property. They're mad about the people walking up and down their street. I can imagine. Can you imagine all the TikTokers out there? They've added extra patrols. There they are sitting on the front porch. You know, and like I said, they've been in jail so long, which is so wild. Did you? Bullseye? That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know, Myron. I don't know what they're doing. They'll probably have court tomorrow. I imagine courts will be open. I mean, they closed all of our schools, so I really don't know. But it's come full circle with style. Look at their shoes. The mullet's coming back. It's crazy. All right. We're going to wrap this up on that note. So it looks like the majority of you do believe Roy about José Menendez. And we know that that is a piece of the puzzle that they have been reinvestigating in this case. No matter what your opinion is, we do know that the Los Angeles DA has a team that has been reinvestigating this case for 1 full year now. And on November 29th, there's going to be a hearing, and we will find out more. Puff, puff, pass. I don't think they were lovers either. We'll find out what happens tomorrow. I'm here until Tuesday when I can check into my hotel and get out of here. I'm leaving Tuesday as soon as I can. I'm going to call Tuesday morning and see when I can check in. So I'm here tomorrow for you guys. Missy's Angels, thank you for being here. It's been going on for centuries. And to more boys, and to boys more than girls in the movie and music industry, because they know the boys don't tell. Free the Menendez brothers. Nomadic, thank you. I will. I'll check in. Trisha, thank you. Ganja, you have a good night. Captain Crunch. I love you guys. Everybody stay safe that's in the path of this storm. We're going to be loading up 2 dogs and a cat. And I'll try to stream as well, you know. I want to get through this storm with y'all because you guys are my fam. So thank you so much, guys. Myron, let's roll our credits. All right, guys, I'll see you in the morning. So we'll cover Boone tomorrow and see what happens. Thank you, everybody, for being here. See you in the next one. So much for watching. If you enjoyed this live stream or video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my latest content. Want to take it a step further?
Bring it all in.
And join our community clickers by becoming a Patreon or a YouTube member. You'll get exclusive access to our Discord server, special channel perks, and much more. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.
Click, 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 click. It's real easy, man.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. 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 You wanna be with me. You wanna feel something real, but I'm feeling differently. You're making plans to get to France, but don't wanna face the fact that I ain't got time, I ain't got time, I ain't got time for that. Staying up late, sleeping all day, dreaming about Cadillacs. Buying new shoes, hanging by the pool, sipping on Coke and Jack. Calling my phone when you feel alone, but I'll never call you back. 'Cause I ain't got time, I ain't got time, I ain't got time for that. I don't give a damn, I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much.
Is what one Jennifer or 2 Jennifers?
About you and your problems.
Thanks so much, Jennifer. Jennifer loves Melissa.
You're mad at me for not giving you comfort. You say that I'm away so much and now you don't feel the way you felt when we were younger. But that's okay for me.
Hi, Jennifer.